and welcome to Finding Your Frequency, the show where we meet people to find out who they are, where they're going, and what they're doing to get there. I'm Brian Sexton, joined with Daniel here, and Stacy Horst of Erin's Hope of Friends. Give us a thought. First of all, welcome.
Thank you.
Give us a thought on what Erin's Hope of Friends is all about.
It is a social club for teens and young adults on the level 1 autism spectrum where they can come and make friends in a social club, if you will, like a Dave and Buster's. There's no therapy. That's just come, have fun, and make new friends.
So what was the impetus behind the idea? How did you come up with it?
Well, in 2014, our daughter, Erin, who was 17 at the time, unfortunately was bullied on social media, in person, and she committed suicide in January of 2014. And 4 days after she had passed, my husband and I sat down on the floor in her bedroom and basically said that we couldn't let this happen to another family or another child because of the isolation that they experience. We basically were her best friends because, as you know, social media can be great, but it can also be horrible.
Cool.
You can see that you're not being invited to the football games, the birthday parties, that everyone else is going to, that you go to school with, or even church. We decided that because we were her best friends and she spent her weekends with us, that was the time that these kids needed to have something, to be able to go and just have fun, to let their hair down and to feel accepted. And as a lot of them will tell you, they walk into the club and their shoulders just drop. Because when they try to fit into the neurotypical world, it's very hard for them peer to peer.
And so how many kids do you get together? I mean, you're talking 10 or 20, or
no,
how big are your groups?
On any given night, depending on the size of the club, we can have up to 32 members.
Wow.
With a 1-to-4 ratio for volunteers. So there's usually 2 staff members and then volunteers who come in and help.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and you said depending on the club, how many clubs are there? How is that structured?
So right now, we have 2. COVID, unfortunately, was not kind to us because we don't own our properties, we lease them. And so given that we couldn't meet for 2 years, we had to close what we had. We were actually in discussions at that time with 4 other states who wanted to open it because there's nothing like it in the United States. And that just kind of all went away. So right now we have Atlanta, Georgia. We just opened one a few months ago in Lexington, Kentucky. And we're actually looking to open one here in the Jacksonville area.
And is your plan to have one in every major city or in every state? I mean, where are you headed with it?
Well, our goal is to our original goal was to have one in every major city by 2025. Again, COVID kind of didn't do us well there. So that is our goal. Our goal, we would actually like to be as large as the Boys and Girls Club.
Okay.
So that you have one at least in every major city in the United States.
And is it your sense that every club that you open will be full? I mean, there's just that much demand for it?
Well, just in the state of Florida alone, there's 435,000 diagnosed autism cases.
Wow.
And with 1 in 10 of those, the average is 1 in 10 who will think about suicide and or commit suicide. You have 43,500 people as we sit here today who are actively either thinking about it or engaging in trying to take their life. We need to get to those people. We have parents just in the last 3 months. We have 2 parents who came to us and told us that we saved their child's life by having the club that they can attend and that they don't have to be home and they don't have to be isolated.
So what does it take to start one of these? If we know the demand is there, what are the inhibitors to rolling this out? What do we need to think about in helping to deploy this across the country?
Well, obviously you have to have the interested individuals to form a board. Then it's the fundraising aspect. Each club on a yearly basis is roughly about $250,000 a year. If it's run to the model that we've created, we need sponsorship. We need companies to come behind us and help us, which we're actively looking for as well. We have some companies, obviously, who have been with us since the beginning, but as we want to expand, we need that as well.
So how do people find you if this touches their heart?
They can find us at erinshopeforfriends.org. They can send an email to info@erinshopeforfriends.org, and all our contact information are on the website. There's also a contact form that they can fill out. Because we also, the beauty of COVID, and we'll give COVID a positive shout out, is we started virtual. We started a virtual Ease Club, and we now have individuals from all around the United States and Canada who actually attend our virtual club. So even until we get a physical location open, we do have virtual, and that is something that somebody could join now, today, regardless of where you live.
And the website again?
erinshopeforfriends.org.
.org. From a tragedy to a triumph, hopefully, getting these in big cities and opening doors to people to come together and help one another. So nice to meet you, Stacy.
Thank you. Nice to meet you too.
Best of luck getting where you're going.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time here on Finding Your Frequency.